The city is asleep. Most people are distracted, scrolling, complaining, waiting for somebody else to fix the problems, waiting for somebody else to build the future, waiting for somebody else to become the hero. But every night I see the same thing. A few people keep working. A few people keep sacrificing. A few people keep building. And those few people eventually change everything. That's what Mr. Shelby is trying to tell you tonight. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards execution. It doesn't reward talent alone. It rewards discipline. It rewards consistency. It rewards the man or woman who continues moving forward long after everyone else has quit. You know why ambitious people get criticized? Because effort exposes excuses. The moment you start improving yourself, some people become uncomfortable, not because you're wrong, but because your progress reminds them of what they're avoiding. The truth is simple. History remembers the builders, the creators, the leaders, the people willing to sacrifice comfort for purpose, while others were distracted. They were working. While others were sleeping, they were learning. While others were making excuses, they were building. And eventually the results became impossible to ignore. Every great company, every great movement started with one person deciding not to waste their life. One person deciding to become exceptional. One person deciding to believe in themselves when nobody else did. Because deep down, people don't follow perfection. They follow conviction. They follow purpose. They follow the person willing to stand firm when the world tells them to sit down. Tonight's lesson isn't about becoming famous. It isn't about becoming rich. It's about becoming useful, becoming capable, becoming disciplined, becoming the type of person your future family can depend on. The type of person who solves problems instead of creating them. The type of person who walks into chaos and creates order, because the world doesn't need more spectators. It needs builders. It needs leaders. It needs exceptional people. And maybe that person is you. This is Alivinci Uncensored Broadcast. And now, Mr. Shelby.
You're now listening to Alivinci University.
Gentlemen, I believe that life is about the process of elimination. What I'm trying to say is, if you're able to remove the option, remove the possibility until you see and left with the only path, the path is forward. It's not going to be comfortable, guys. It's not going to be easy either, but it's going to be hard. Anything hard you can do, that's how you build yourself as champions. Not anything comfortable. Anything that's difficult can turn you into the will to become successful. So if this is the only path, because if every other path is out of the goddamn option anymore, that's the only option, is to move forward with consistent commitment and using your time wisely. So did you know that when it comes to detective, how they solve a crime? I'll tell you guys how. Usually when people are murdered, they don't go at, oh, who is the people that murdered them? Instead, what they do in reverse psychology is, who are the people that are not able to commit the crime? So from there, they start ruling out all the suspects' name that is not possible to commit that action. That's it. So therefore, for example, if you guys are able to write it on the board to see what is stopping you, then the only option, the other thing, it is the right way to see what helps you. Instead, scientifically, once you find the only path, that's what I said, right? And then you dedicate 100% of your willpower next. Even though people not believing you, even though your friends not believing you, even though your girlfriend, wife, all your children not believing you, I believe in you. But you gotta put 100% commitment, time, hardship, struggles, go through the pain, everything to endure to become successful. Second of all, I won't be talking about being exceptionalism. And this is very logical. But did you know that being exceptional, you have to sacrifice everything that you believe in order to become exceptional. So maybe other people out there are not supposed to be cheering for you, but in the end, you have to be the winner and the cheerleader for yourself. I know that there's nights that where you feel like you're really lonely and no one watching you, but that's how you win. That's how you become exceptional, not the other way. If you don't put in the time, if you want to be a normal person, then guess what? Do you think regular people from 9 to 5 are really difficult? No, you have to be exceptional. Being exceptional is to get out of that and also think about what you want to do and keep doing it. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to start a brand. Maybe you want to start a fashion show. You have to commit with more time, not with regular hours. That's how you become exceptional. So it's nearly impossible to be exceptional if you think that you have to be doing the same thing everyone's doing. If everyone's going out, you're not doing it. If everyone's going party, you're not doing it. If everyone is wasting time, you're not doing it. Exceptionalism is right in front of you. But are you going to be exceptional, or is it that difficult? The answer is yours. My friends, here's the trap that most men are living right now. So imagine yourself, right? If you wanted to be lazy like other people, lazy people do normal things. You don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. But guess what? They wanted a Ferrari. They wanted a Lamborghini. But they cannot earn any huge differences. But if you're a risk taker, if you want to be exceptional and you go through difficult things, if you wanted the life that you wanted to achieve, then very soon, no matter what, your surrounding, the habits that you have, without the foundation of building good habits, then how can you win? Every champion, every person that's successful, every person that's famous, every person that's a millionaire, they have good habits. What are the habits? The habit to understand that in life, it's not about being lucky, but you have to be fortunate enough for you to understand that sacrifice is necessary. But most importantly, your crowd, the people that you hang with, it has to be the pack of animals when it comes to success, not a pack of animals that want unsuccess. That's a huge difference. Think about this. If you are understanding that logically, scientifically, if you wanted to build any businesses, right, you have to be with the people that doing it and not the people that ruining things. See that there's only two outcomes in every situation. It's not hard. So imagine this. If you enter a scenario, either you win or you lose. That's it. If you go to a boxing match, right, you win or you lose. If you start a business, either you win or you lose. If you approach anybody, even a relationship, you can win or lose. So that's it. Life is actually really binary. The action that you take versus the reaction is two different things. For example, if you want to take an action to win, right? Your action should be training hard, should be starting a business, should have confidence with yourself, and also, most importantly, you study every single day and you don't quit. So, but the opposite is, this is the non-reaction. Non-reaction is even though you want to get stronger, even though you want success, even though you want result, even though you want other people to teach you things, but no matter what, you guarantee way less because for some reason, even though everything is given to you, you're not willing to take it. So think about this. Your action and non-reaction is two different things. First, you have to understand that the differences is the cause and effect that's damaging you. But the most important framework, you have to understand this. The world, the opportunity in life is not random. It is not given. I know that could be unfair, but most of the men think that being regular is the normal thing. I totally against that. We are different because the system is locking you down. But if you're the type of man or if you're the type of person who understands the differences between a victim of the system and instead to become an architect to build your own, then you will conquer. If you want to be a hero, hero supposed to be hated, but hero supposed to lose. Hero not loving to win. Hero is there because hero is people that they need. Think about this. Other people want to hate you. Other people want to misjudge you. Other people want to reframe you. Then don't worry because you are a winner. If you tell yourself this, I wanted to win, then that's the exceptional thinking. Everyone else wants to win too, not just you. But you want to know what hero do? Hero knows that whatever they do, they sacrifice for the people that they care about to provide so they can live peacefully. That's what hero does. It's not about being happy. Man supposed to born difficult, not happy. That's what toddler want happiness. But you're grown as man, so sacrifices, achievement, and career is what you needed. But exceptionalism is really important because if you don't want to lose, nobody want to lose either. You have to put in a lot more hours. It's a competition. What are you waiting for? If you don't see this market out there, other people are investing in time more than you. Other people are defeating you because they work harder than you. You're losing to people that doesn't waste time. That's a huge difference. But in order to understand that, you have to be knowing that the answer is not about winning. The answer is not about losing. The only possible way is a win to lose situation right now is to determine what you wanted to do. But you're competing with people that drive Lamborghini. If you have a Honda Civic, huge differences. Fall in love with the trying. In order to be exceptional, you have to say something most people would never say. I don't care about winning. I don't care about losing. I am a warrior and I love trying. I love to try. Think about this. No matter what you do in life, you have to go through things that are struggling. You have to go through things that are happy as well. In two scenarios, either if you're happy or either if you're not happy, I believe that no matter how much you try, happiness is on the side. The reason to that because if you try your absolutely every best, every second, every hour, even though no one is cheering for you, the harder you try, the more successful you are. The minute people thought you're crazy because most people think that intelligent men are crazy. Yes, we are because regular people does not understand. That's why. So due to that point, you're trying things that can help yourself. And also in the end, you know that your achievement is going to work. For example, no matter how you defeat haters is if you build any business or anything, right? The minute they know that their life getting out of nowhere and yours is going up, they see you everywhere. That's what social media and business is for. If you have that, then basically you're dusting them out of existence in this universe until they finally awaken, decided to join us because you tried. They didn't. For people that tried, they actually join us, they learn from us, and they build their own businesses. That's why they try. You can be that too. But the decision between the people that try and decision between the people that does not try is tell yourself, even though if you're sad, what is the only way to fix sadness? By working more. The more you work, the less sad you are. I guarantee you, because you can work on your body, work on martial art, work on your career. That three things is to give you stability and knowledge in order to get very far. The problem are not the obstacle between you and your own success. As you see on this board, if you see a pot of gold, that means you are right here. It's right in front of you. But you see a pot of gold, everyone wants to get it, but no one's really touching that pot of gold. So the only reason because people are different. There's problem along the way. There's different complaints. There's different obstacles. But no matter what, if you're right here, the only way for you to take this pot of gold is to compete with other people. So therefore, if you see that somebody is trying to tell you there's a problem, no matter what, you want to be a doctor for them for long year times. Are you capable? Because if you're not stable, that means you basically are incapable to help others study more. Why do you think that people read books? The reason to that because knowledge is everything, especially when it comes to modern time. You have to learn how to speak clearly, how to communicate better, and how to work on with your own consistency. No matter what, if you demanded to conquer anything, let's say back then, right? They conquered countries, continent, and also other lands in order for their own family to survive or maybe put food into their children's mouth. So right now, if the mountain is right there, right? And you're at the bottom of the mountain, but you have to climb up the goddamn mountain. Are you going to be the one climbing? Because you have to cross that line. You have to be a psychopath in order to success. You have to be somebody that no matter what, even though people telling you that you're going to fail, you're going to fall off the mountain, but you're hanging on the goddamn cliff because the gold is there. Okay? You have to remove the obstacle. It's not about the problem. The obstacle is what's stopping you from reaching that pot of gold in front of you. You guys should think about how video game works. When you start running into enemies, you're heading into the right direction. Enemies are the problem to solve. They are the confirmation before you get to the final boss. But the reward, what do you do after you defeated the boss? You get items, right? It's like a game. So if you don't defeat enemies, or if the game has no enemies, then why do you even buy that game or play that game? It's about challenges. So the video game is a cruel example, and it's a principle that I want you guys to learn that. You're not doing anything meaningful, the enemy or the signal, because you've been comfortable. Think about this. When obstacle appears in front of you, or maybe you have a business, right? Or could be obstacle in your life, or maybe obstacle in your goddamn relationship. Those obstacles are the confirmation that it's going the right way. You're going the right direction. You have to defeat the obstacle in order to head into the right correction. So those are the signs for you not to stop. They are the signs for you to successfully get closer enough towards signaling that you can be an achiever. If nothing is achievable, then there's no challenges. Challenges in the normal life is the obstacle of other people. Many of other people, usually when they see obstacle, they retreat. You cannot retreat because exceptionalism is right in front of you. You have to be exceptional and also be the accelerator because your winning is crucial. You know that obstacle, it is a proof that you are on the right path, right? So if you don't have any obstacle in life, you have no progress, then you don't have any intrinsic story. I believe that even to any woman out there, if you ask them, do you like a man that conquer, that faced you struggles, that has arrows shot in their arms with wounds and with scars because they went through something? All women want men that go through things. What have you been going through for? Losing does not demotivate people that are triers. Here's the key differences between people that are trier and everyone else. Losing demotivates the average man, but it stops him immediately. He was in it to win it. Key differences. The trier, they're not in it because they're here to win. The entire for him because the experience that they go through is the experience. They know that in order to become a winner. So when it comes to people that doesn't try, what do? They quit. They go home. They tell themselves that it was other people's fault. How many people has blamed other, complained to other because life is difficult to them? The only people that's successful is to go through the obstacle. But losing does not mean it's supposed to demotivate a man who loves trying. You want to know why? Because the trier, he was never about win or lose. Instead, he was in it just to try. The losing is not how he determined his life, right? But it's about gaining the information and also what he learned from the data and what he consumed from the experiences that made him sharper in order before to attempt the next time. Key differences. If you tried, you dedicate yourself fully. If you lost, even though if you lost, what did you get, right? Like I said, you have to get new information. I know that. You got new skill. You know that. And also way smarter, way faster in any approach from any problem that you faced. Any difficulty is the experience for you to become a better challenger. So because you paid for the knowledge, you went through the difficulty, then no matter what, you will be successful because your next attempt to be less difficult. Okay? Want you to know that if you're the type of person that said, I tried, I lost. Did you make any money? If other people ask you, did you make any money? Oh, this is what you say to them. Well, did you make any money? Because I tried and no matter I put a lot of hours, if you didn't, ends up you would not understand anything. So even though I put 10,000 hours into it, without making money. But guess what? Do you think people doesn't want the man that put 10,000 hours into anything? That's what you say. So key differences. The trier is the people that try no matter what, they go through difficulty. Genies, liars. If there's a genie, if there's a way, if the genie tells you he's going to promise you to win, but even though you don't tell the genie that I want to open the jar, I want to grant the wish, if you're not taking action, even though the genie's right in front of you and I am the genie, then that means you gain nothing. The reason to that, because if someone comes to you, they see your future and they tell you that you're going to lose if you're doing this way. For example, if you go to a workout gym, right? If the personal trainer tell you to do it this way and you tell the personal trainer that you want to do it your own way, you're crazy. Why do you go to the gym? Why do you pay a personal trainer if you are not the personal trainer and going to the opposite direction? They don't need your advice because they are professional and that's why they have the experience as a personal trainer. That's logical. So remember this. You cannot do this. Example with the genie again. If the genie might be a family member, might be someone that's close to you, maybe your teacher, maybe a doctor, maybe a lawyer, maybe a judge. In any society, no matter what, there's laws. The reason to that, because if you don't understand what to do, there's actually books out there give you the right correction. You have to listen and stop being stubborn. Ego is what pushing you away. So therefore, guys, if I'm the genie telling you this is the only way is to work hard, but I get blamed on, even a genie grants you that wish. Why? So that's the reason why I believe genie lie. Everyone who tells you that you're going to fail, who claims that they have seen the future, that don't want you to do better than them, no matter what. If your friends are making you comfortable, they're close with you, they don't want you to be adaptable. Think about this. The only reason they tell you that because they want you to be in a crab of a bucket. Have you heard about that quote? Nobody around you wants you to climb out. That's a crab in a bucket. But here's a beautiful thing that about people that falling in love with trying. As I mentioned before, the genie's words become useful because a genie only blesses, only grant people's wish if they try. If the genie know that no matter what, this person's going to lose, why would the genie bless them or grant them the wish? Genie only grant wishes for people that tries. And generally, I don't care about winning or losing. That was not the whole concept. The whole principle is about you have to be the one that love trying. And your arsenal, even though you are empty, have nothing, no clip, no wallet, no money. But if you try with 10,000 hours, you'll become somebody. Even though if you lose, good. People tell you that you're going to lose, good. I'm willing to lose because I'm here to. And the genie lies because genie doesn't want me to try. My friends doesn't want me to try. Nobody want me to try. They don't want me to climb out. So I'm going to find out myself. But here's the beautiful thing. If you try one win, that's all you need. If you tried 1,000 times with 100% of your effort, if 1,000 problems that you solved, out of 999 of those problems that you solve, 1%, even one chance is going to change everything. Even though it come to your business, your life, even though it come to people that are not there for you, eventually, that one chance you can win is waiting ahead of you. But you want to know what's funny? People understand that. But if they see a lose and lose situation, no matter what, they go to a different direction, opposite way, because they are not willing to be a winner. They're losers. In a standard business, right? If you made no money, if you started another one, that's it. If you made no money, you started another one. So eventually, out of 10, eventually that one company, you could be learning something. But how many times have other people understand that concept? Not many, because they don't know about marketing. They don't know about business. They don't know about social media. They don't know about editing. They don't know about advertisement. They don't know about email campaign. They don't know 100 high income skills. What are they doing? It's called high income skill for a reason. So listen to this. If you want to get yourself out of your system, you have to learn at least 1 out of 1,000 high income skills. Or you can join us. Enter the new world. Join Alivinci University. You must fall in love with people that fight inside the war? What are you waking up for? Every morning, you could be asking yourself, did I wake up just to try around the world today? Or did I wake up to conquer other lands? Or did I wake up to compete with myself so my woman always in love with me? In this universe, how many attempts are you going to be attempting? In this universe is really difficult, but this universe will bless the people that go through difficult things. Exceptional man, it has tiers, there's level to this. If you don't climb the level, then that means you're not able to walk through the mountain to become exceptional. So being exceptional, you have to go through all the pain and struggles. Being exceptional, you have to think and act different than other people. Being exceptional, you have to understand how to love trying and die hard, regardless of the outcome. Being exceptional, you have to see problems that are gold, but you have to remove the obstacle or climb through it. Being exceptional, you have to understand that using the information and gain the experience so it lasts forever in your own lifetime with skills. Being exceptional, you have to ignore what other people say to you, but you have to try anyways. Being exceptional, you have to say it in a way that you know that whatever you say, whatever you promise, you have to commit to every word that you keep. The key differences is being exceptional is really difficult, right? I keep mentioning, but being average is actually way worse because you don't want to die with regret. Being average is like when you get older, you are in an elder home that other nurses are taking care of you, but you're watching TV. You could have been that person. Or maybe when you're older, you are on a wheelchair, you're laying on the bed, other people taking care of you, but you're looking at your phone and your own children doesn't care about you. But if you imagine, if you're exceptional the entire time, your children will visit you, even though if you're at an elderly home. So the average mindset is the opposite. What average people does is all the options open and they use their time like nothing, commit to nothing. And average people also, they do what everyone else is doing. 9 to 5, of course, instead of doing way more. Average people, they only motivate themselves and sometimes they're really difficult because in the mindset, they're delusional. They're really flaky. When you see someone promise you something, but they don't commit it and they turn it against you, that's called victimizing. That's what average mindset as well. So average people, they see problems and then out there, they stop immediately because they see a sign that is an obstacle. And average people, what they usually do is they toss around other people's appreciation. So let's say average people, they don't really think about gratitude. They don't think about what people has helped them on. They don't think about themselves because they're not willing to take accountability. Average people, they want things that are just convenient for them because they like everything to be normal. Usually, if your friend's telling you that you should quit because themselves, every time when they see a winning outcome, they're quitters. That's average people as well. This is a standard, guys. No matter what, if you want to separate yourself from an average man and become exceptional to be in history of ancient book, men like us. So this is a standard that separates between men that are average and the men that are exceptional. Even in history book, the men that died for their family, the men that died for what they believe in, the men that died for building something. Builders, the average people, they never build anything. And the outcome, that's the reason why they are average, because their own dedication within yourself is a decision that you have to try. So keep trying is everything. You have to fight and fight on, because if you don't fight on, everyone's laughing at you. So fight on, gentlemen.
Hey, stop! You've got to hear this so you won't miss out. Every day, Alivinci Fashion Design rotates at 6 p.m. MST. Product Rank describes both the relative rarity of finding a unique design and is an expression of its quality. Each level has a rank and rarity of its design associated with it. Alivinci Fashion Season 1 is letting all customers vote on the return of your favorite designs. Don't forget to join their email list to make sure you never miss a thing. Plus, they will hook you up with subscriber-only offers you can't get anywhere else. Don't forget to sign up now to join their free monthly product giveaway contest with your emails only.